night, and we were approaching Alexandria, Louisiana. And in the headlights of my vehicle, we see an object that's about 7 foot tall, covered with hair, and walking on 2 legs. Mm-hmm. As we get closer, we notice this detail. Notice more detail. It's actually moving. Its back is towards us. It's traveling about 15 feet off to the right of the road. Mm-hmm. We see it maybe 7 seconds in the headlights of my vehicle as I'm driving 70 miles an hour. As we passed, we both looked at each other and said, "Did you just see what I just saw?" And agreed we had. And I said, "What do you saw?" And she goes, "I think I saw a Bigfoot." And I said, "Well, we've got to stop." And she said, "Hell,
there's a lot of stories of it that my family might tell when I was a kid out of Mississippi and Louisiana. Always story of the boogeyman getting you at night, and of course that's who they're talking about. Different things like that.
Foreign countries never stayed in the Union. And with my experience that I gathered by being raised in the woods with the animals, I feel like I truthfully and personally know more about an animal than anybody that's went through college, because the stuff I know they don't teach in college.
So I was probably about 11 years old when I first saw Legend of Boggy Creek at the movie theater. My parents took me there, and pretty much after that it was over. I've loved that movie and just been intrigued by Bigfoot ever since.
Shot one. Well, there have been reports of shootings, yes. Has anyone ever hit one on the road? Yeah, there have been reports of that. Nobody yet. Would we have a different conversation right now if we had that body?
I've spoken with a number of very, very credible witnesses to Bigfoot sightings, such as police officers, game wardens, park employees, that sort of thing. The problem is, because of their positions, they don't really want to talk on the record too much for fear of it affecting their reputations. And you can understand that, but they are the sorts of people who we would expect to see these creatures. They're out in the woods, they're on patrol at night, etc., etc. And I think there's also something for the idea that people sociologically, perhaps psychologically in some respects, almost need to believe in monsters also. The idea that we live in this very concrete, sterile world, and perhaps the idea that there are strange things out in the woods appeals to people. But I still don't think that takes away from the fact that there really are strange creatures out there.